so it should be live now.
Let me see. Okay, and next step is you streaming your screen to me.
I forgot about that.
That is a big part of it. Should I do the Markiplier intro?
Entirely up to you. I'm fixing to share the stream. So, how's the audio?
Your voice is low.
Okay, I thought it was low. Give me a second. I think that's on this
My
end.
voice is high. Let me move my mic away from my mouth.
How are we now? Better?
It's all
Hello.
right. I'm
Hello.
listening to you.
I don't know
My
how to make
voice
it.
is still kind of loud.
I don't think I can make it much more sensitive than that. That I know how to do, anyways.
Go to
Volume
go to
mixer.
Discord
What's
and turn
something?
me down through Discord.
Oh, the Discord side. I didn't even think about it. I was talking about on the stream side.
Yeah, that'll help me. As far as you'd probably have to go into your mixers.
Yeah, no, I've already done that. I'm trying to figure out how to do this on the disc. Let's see.
Turn me down to like 60-ish.
I'm trying to remember how to do. I know how to do this on a regular call, not in a video call.
Are you on your
PC.
PC? Okay, then I believe you just right click on my name.
Can mute you. I can.
Maybe I don't remember. Hold on.
What to say?
Yeah, if you right click on my name, it says user volume and you just turn me down.
Here we go. All right.
Yeah,
How's that?
turn me down. Let's find out.
Do 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 do.
That's okay.
All right. Yeah, 'cause I was about to say I don't.
Cool.
Let me share this real quick.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
I always forget how to do this. It's such a process.
What are you trying to do?
Just to share the stream real quick.
Share it too.
Discord.
It's sharing. I'm watching it right now.
No, I mean not. No, I mean to post that I am streaming right now, sir.
Oh, apologies. Here it is.
Hit stream info. Where's the shit?
You can
Here we
just
go.
copy a link.
That's what I'm trying to find out how to do the thing. That's
Oh, okay, fair enough.
normally I just see a spot in the. Let's see.
I'm thinking
About
about
to say,
making
being
a
as
mod.
all my viewers are made up of people that I know personally.
I mean, fair enough.
So we're back at it. And in treating my health, I am sipping on a lovely concoction of green tea, lemon juice, honey, and of course tequila.
Has to be tequila in there.
Well, I
Absolutely.
mean, I don't have vodka. I'd rather had vodka.
I mean, fair enough.
You know, only smoking menthol cigarettes these days. You know, while keeping an eye out for my health.
Where did you leave off in this game?
So I was still at the apartments, and goodness, still at the apartments, and I did 2 out of the 3 letter doors. I didn't do the last one because I felt like it was going to be, you know, fixing to have a moment, and
Did
I
you
spent a little while
met
trying to.
Angel again?
What,
Did you meet Angel again?
Angela? Yes, I did.
What have you gathered from her?
Well, if I had to take a shot in the dark, she's batshit crazy.
Right. Everyone is. But, like, there's
I
like
haven't
a
figured
lot.
out what flavor of unhinged she is. It kind of bothered me a little bit. I'm like, there's something specific. There's a specific point of
Everyone's got it. Everyone's got it. But you gonna find out why.
well, I assume it's because
Also,
we're in
you
fucking
stay on
hell.
low health. You stay on low health. Good grief.
I don't have that much in the way of medical resources, sir.
What do you have? 4
Okay, so now I gotta remember how to get back down to that lower door.
You solved the.
When did this pop up?
Nice. You solved the clock puzzle.
Yeah, it's solved. That's like the only thing I didn't do was go. The only thing I didn't do was like go to the last door from the clock puzzle, which is where I need to go now.
H, I think.
No, S.
S.
Okay, so that door wasn't open before I solved the clock puzzle, and that door was open, so things have changed. Holy moly. Nasty kitchen. Yeah, no. Clock puzzle's done. Can't go. Can't go out that door. Okay, so there's got to be another opening somewhere that I'm just blind as a bat to.
Are you sure you solved it?
Yes. So, going by the thing.
You can't do anything else with it.
Alright, well, let me see. No. It's solved. It is as solved as the war on the homeless. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know why it seemed like that wouldn't open for me the last time. Where's my map?
Alright, what have you not done? You've done all of it.
I've done all of it. I just need to go downstairs and get the hell out of this place.
What?
That's new. Alright,
So that's a memory.
I don't trust you. Yeah, but a memory of what? I'm curious. Like, that's not... So
I believe it's where you first fought Pyramid Head.
So one of the interesting things, speaking of that, I encountered him for the first time the other day, and there's a scene where you're in the closet and you shoot him and he just doesn't do a hill of dick. And then when I first got over here and I saw the massive slash line through it, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
that's foreshadowing.
This was where you first fought him in Silent Hill. So you met him.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he was getting freaky with the doll and shit.
Do what?
He was getting freaky with the dolls.
Yeah, no, I was kind of worried he was going to get freaky with me too. It seemed like he may or may...
Oh, he will.
apprehensive about getting violated. The butthole mask.
Look.
My boy been hitting that trend.
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming I need to get the fuck out of here. Oh, lovely. I was totally looking forward to that. Oh. Fuck off. Okay, you just eat shit. Alright. Cool. Nope, 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 nope. Ow, 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 shit. I can barely hear you since I've turned you down. Do what?
On harder difficulties, he one-shot.
I am not surprised. Alright, is there something I'm supposed to be doing other than just pissing him off?
You just fight. You just have to fight.
Running out of heroin. Whoop, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. What?
Run it, punch it.
I don't want to do that.
Run it. I did that on the first run. He grabbed me and just threw me. I was like, alright. My fault.
My bad, player. I wasn't familiar with your game.
If you need to turn me up, go for it.
I see what sucks with these headphones. Like if I'm on my Xbox, if I'm on any kind of a console, I can adjust that volume directly. It does not seem to want to work like that on. I have got to. I can barely hear you.
No, that's fine.
Yoink.
Yeah, man, that was your first encounter. Wasn't too bad.
You could have been better. I'm out of heroin now.
You'll get more.
Hey, fucking finally.
That was only the first building.
I'm back in Silent Hill. Never thought I'd be so happy to say that. So let me tell you about, when I was working the bar last night, it was so dead that basically I closed my side up and was working security on the other side. It was that dead.
Right.
The side where they were doing karaoke was kind of popping, but so they have this couple that shows up sometimes. They're like a younger black couple. They're cool. They're talking to me about Yu Yu Hakusho. But anyways, the wife goes up at one point to sing "It's a Climb" by Miley Cyrus, which she did pretty good. But her husband goes up and he starts singing "Stained," and like, I don't dislike Stained. I'm not crazy about Stained. I don't get the people who just absolutely dick ride them as hard as they do, but they're not bad. But he was doing Outside, and he was doing a banger job. I mean, he could have been Aaron Lewis himself. It was close. But, he's getting towards, getting close to the kind of outro-ish portion. All the time that I feel...
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, hits the the most... damn near blew out the speaker with his death growl. So I'm like, I was not anticipating that.
Dude.
Straight up hit death growls going into that outro portion. And I'm like, that was clean as fuck. I see you, dog. And when I say he hit it hard, I mean the speaker sounded like it was cracking right when he hit it.
Fella may have been a vocalist.
Dude, it was hella clean. I never would have thought of ever hearing death growls in a Stained song, but for that split second he did it to fuck with people, it hit. I beg your pardon? I can't directly quote the meme because it's kind of fucked, but you're going to know which one I'm talking about. You know what's worse than a therapist? A child therapist.
That is a classic.
Hey. It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
I don't know. What's a big dum-dum like you doing here anyway?
Hey, that's not very nice. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? What you got there?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait!
You don't know anything about this, my secretly aborted child.
How do you know her name?
The plot thickens.
I'm still as inclined as I was earlier to want to kill that child. That's...
Plot thickens.
Dog, because when she kicked the keys out of the way for me earlier, I'm like, oh, I am going to beat this child first chance I get. Like, the things I can't just scale really kind of bother me sometimes. I'm like, I should be able to just...
Yeah, I mean, like...
I get it, but I'm like, at the same time...
I agree with you on that, but I still like that you can't. Okay, so your goal is to go to the park, because that's you and Mary's secret spot.
It's like, that's one of the things I'm not liking about a lot of modern games. And I'll give you an easy example of what I'm referring to. So I am not a New Vegas Dick Rider. I liked it for what it was, but it is a
Vegas was
flawed
cool.
game, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong. It plays like an incomplete game because it literally
Most
was.
Fallout games play like that. Most
I
of
know,
them.
but I do love 3 for some odd reason. I like it more than New Vegas because at least it was complete, even if the ending was not as good. But the thing I loved with New Vegas is you can't just romance everybody. And the people you can't romance have very specific perks based off the relationship you build with them. However, 4, you can just romance everybody. And I'm like, this just feels kind of made it feel the whole thing feel kind of hollow. Did I miss something?
Nope. You're good. No.
Okay, but I'm looking. Oh, okay, that's an overpass. Okay, I'm. When I learn to read maps, I'm not gonna do well at the sat nav. But no, like I liked that the characters, not all of them want to have sex with you. Not all of them had the same perk. Like it's like Fallout 4. Oh yeah, everybody just wants to screw you. I'm like, got some heroin? I mean adrenaline. And
Same thing.
those animations are peak. I really wish the dude who did Happy Souls would have did any of the other Souls games.
It's unfortunate that he didn't.
He didn't, and then he just kind of disappeared after that. And I'm like, dog, that was
Yeah.
an absolutely fantastic animation.
Really would have loved to see Bloodborne.
Oh god, that would have been peak. Okay, so this circles around. Is my okay? It is fully loaded. Man, I burned through a lot of ammunition.
You could have melee fought him, but I don't know if you felt confident in that.
No, dog, I wasn't doing well gunfighting him. The modern day woke agenda, destroying yet another statue. People of our liberty and Fallout tomorrow says memory lives on. I feel you, G. Okay, so I think. Okay, yeah, so unless there's something right over here that I missed, which I don't think I did. Okay, but that feels like that should be okay, no, it's almost. That's the sprinklers. Hold up. Quiet lakeside resort town. Like, camp, like, what was it? Crystal Lake.
Pretty much. Except I'd rather be at Crystal Lake.
Honestly, yeah.
I'd rather be at Crystal Lake.
Although I will say this, I feel like Jason might arguably be one of the best matchups against Pyramid Head.
No, he's not. No,
I mean,
not at all.
Both
Not
of
at
them,
all. No.
Both of them are borderline immortal. Maybe
Debatable.
actually immortal.
Pyramid Head is
But-
immortal.
Okay, but Pyramid Head is
He's
also
a
a
concept
manifestation of inner
of
dwelling.
guilt.
So imagine Jason who has no concept of guilt.
No. He's a. I can't talk about this right now without spoiling. We'll circle back. But basically, Jason's not doing shit. I'm sorry, he's just not doing shit to him. Whereas Jason would literally get locked in here. Jason wouldn't be able to leave. Jason isn't necessarily a bad person or even has a crazy amount of trauma.
That's a.
So, by trauma, I mean like sins.
Okay, but here's the other end of that. Jason
So-
is technically Jason is a revenant
Correct.
in a similar manner. Okay, so he's a remnant. I don't know exactly how you class because I don't want to call Freddy Krueger revenant because that doesn't feel wrong,
Freddy
right?
fucking, dude, Freddy's not doing shit in Silent Hill. Freddy's getting bullied.
No, I'm not
Freddy's
saying he
getting
is, but I'm just trying to like because like Jason
Jason's
wouldn't be.
not.
Jason's not a lich, but he would be a revenant. Freddy
Jason-
Krueger is almost. I mean, he's literally.
Freddy's a wraith. Freddy's a fucking wraith.
Yeah. And Michael is just too angry to die.
Yeah, Michael's getting fucking like destroyed in Silent Hill.
He is, but I'm not gonna lie. I love
Michael-
Michael Myers. He is one of my.
I do. Michael's getting destroyed here.
I think
simply
Michael has
so-
the most consistently good movies out of the three.
I agree. Jason, not he would survive Silent Hill, but it's not because he's strong enough for it. Like he didn't do anything wrong. Like he he's a conflicting one because he doesn't have a lot of like sins or anything. So like he's not gonna get fucked up here.
I
Michael
mean,
and
with
Freddy
the
are
exception
ruined.
of
They're
Pyramid
ruined.
Head, he is fucking up everything here.
Well, Pyramid Head.
Who died of
I can't talk about Pyramid Head until you finish the game.
Okay, I get that. So I'm
Um,
gonna ask things as indirectly about him as I can without intrinsically trying to
Yes,
spoil them.
I will answer as best
They got the
I can.
Costco prices.
I will answer as best I can.
Okay, I mean, obviously we got to spitball a little bit here because I know none of the protagonists have, but is it in any theoretical way possible to kill Pyramid Head? Maybe not
yes.
with the Okay,
Yes.
that's... So my follow-up
Yes, but no. There's only one way to do it.
is
There's-
Guts beating Pyramid Head.
Not at all.
Oh, I don't know how to feel about that one, man. That's...
Not at all. Not at all. No.
Dog, he literally wields a magic sword that kills gods.
Yeah. Pyramid
If we're
Head's not
talking
a god. Pyramid Head's a concept.
Okay,
He's a conceptual character.
Okay, so a god is less powerful than a concept. He battled Scottish Cthulhu.
Debatable. Yeah, but he got Zod's help.
No, not for Scottish Cthulhu. When he battled the Emperor, he had Zod's help. He just raw dogged fucking that weird giant, like damn
The
near
heart
island
thing?
size one. Yeah.
So look, Pyramid Head's hard to explain, and I can't really.
But here's my thing about
put it out there.
Unless
Huh.
there's something I'm missing to the canon, Pyramid Head is like the slowest unwieldy fighter ever. He's never fought anybody his equal, in my understanding, or at least not some.
The thing about it is he doesn't take damage at all. It doesn't matter. He just doesn't.
Okay, so
take
now I've
damage.
got to go get into the Silent Hill meta, and this is gonna be. Are there
just-
magic weapons or items in Silent Hill? And I don't mean manifestations
Yes.
of the ins,
Yes.
like a big ass
Magic
fucking
items.
sword.
Magic items. So the lore of this town, which Gid will explain, but I can go and say this without. Actually, I'll wait.
I was gonna wait before you.
Nope. I'm gonna let you. Actually, wait. No, yeah, don't. Sorry. This town has occult properties. So basically,
I'm aware of that.
Biblically, occult properties, like Metatron and shit.
Okay, and I vaguely feel like I was remember that. I've only seen the first movie. I didn't watch
So
any of the others. 'Cause I
the-
honestly didn't know there was more than one initially.
They combined a bunch of shit. Basically, in the first game, there was a cult. Okay, so the reason the fog exists is because underneath the town, the coal mines are still burning, but it's like toxic fog, kind of, sort of. But it really meshed with the occult themes that were happening in the town that was summoning some satanic shit. So now the town itself has magical properties. Basically, this town is the best therapist you've ever seen. Is what it is. Because if you go here, it will pull out the shit you've done, the shit about you that you don't want to face, and make you face it in the most horrible way possible.
Okay, but hear me out. As any protagonist gone through their shit as bad as Guts, we were so gonna derail for a minute.
God, yeah.
I mean,
is
Guts
getting
has
fucked up here.
very arguably, very physically
Guts-
fought his demons.
Right. I think Guts would do well here, but I think he would suffer more than he ever has.
I think he would become as evil as everything he fights. I think he could survive. I think he could get out, but I think he would be worse than Griffith by
Well,
the time he
thing,
left.
The thing about it is, you don't get out unless you reconcile and accept your shit.
Ugh.
Which
is why I feel like he would-
not get out unless you make peace.
Because
You
let's
don't
face
get
it, especially post Eclipse, I like Guts. He's an underdog, and I wouldn't call him a villain, but he's not a good guy, and never was he a good guy. I
There's
just
only
wouldn't
been-
quite call him
there's only
evil.
There's only been, I think, like 1 or 2 people that have gone through Silent Hill that weren't drawn to the town because the town wanted to put them shoot their shit. They just happened to fucking be there.
No, what I'm saying is I feel like Guts would only be able to leave the town, making peace with the fact of being evil. Having to become... I feel like he would leave
No,
worse
it-
than
it-
Griffith in terms of villain arc if he made it out of this.
So no, the town wants to like make you right. The town wants to fix you. That's what it is. So it doesn't want to make you like,
But-
oh, you have to face the fact that
Well,
you're a
okay,
horrible
so
person.
here's the weird thing we're getting into
Town
Guts.
wants to
I
make you
love how
feel
the whole
remorse.
plot, we're going full Game Grumps, so ignore the game. So hear me out. One of Guts' big things was the fact that he was, Experienced some particularly horrible things as a 6-year-old, and which is why he was afraid of male leadership figures and why his intimate moment.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I don't care for sex scenes, I'm like, dog, the Guts Casca first encounter like that, it just is a beautiful storytelling narrative. I hate sex scenes, but that's a necessity. It totally was justifiable.
I think
My thing is, it even going past that, and Guts and Casca's. So it seems like lately, especially with everything Maury's written, everything going that. So you know the mystery child with the dark hair that has not been addressed. It's not clear if that's Griffiths or Guts, but it's insinuated. At least it's believed right now.
I think it's a weird mix of both.
See, and that's what I'm thinking, but
I think it's a weird mix because that's biologically possible.
Here's my thing. I feel like Guts is gonna have to get molested again.
Why are you going with this?
Okay, hear me out. One of the biggest weird fucked off things with Guts is his sexual trauma, which is weird for a male protagonist to have that. But I mean, it's a very definitive part of what made him who he was. It drove him to be a killing machine so no one could ever hurt him again. He would have to make peace with that. Silent Hill makes you make peace by facing your shit again.
Okay,
sometimes multiple times.
He's not going to have to get molested here.
I'm telling you, dog, the nurses are going to violate him.
Not quite. Okay, each thing you fight here represents something, and once you learn,
and the Pyramid Head is going to represent, playing punch and bag with his prostate.
Go meet that shadowy figure.
I have been building up to this for so long. I have been
that shadowy figure.
I felt like you knew where I was going to leave this.
I did. I just hoped.
No, I feel like ultimately, last thing, and then I'm gonna meet the shadow figure. I feel like he would beat Pyramid Head over and over again, and he would never win because he can't. It's the. You've read the Thor comics, right? It's Odin fighting Surt in the afterlife. Yeah. And not being able to ever truly. Surt gives him a mortal wound, and he strikes down Surt every day, and every day they begin anew. Because that was a big thing leading into the Ragnarok comic arc.
It's weird, man.
That's why I feel like Guts would beat Pyramid Head over and over again, but ultimately he would have to let Pyramid strike him down. He would have to be capable of being vulnerable.
Okay, so here's the deal. Guts wouldn't get molested here. He doesn't have to do that. He's also not gonna fight Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head wouldn't be here for him. He's gonna have.
Is Pyramid Head not in every game? I know he's not in PT, or at least if
he's only in this one.
Really? I thought he was like as much. I mean, he is what people. It's kind of like people who've never seen Friday the 13th. Everyone knows Jason. I assumed he's in every fucking game.
Nope.
Wow. Okay, so that's a revelation.
There's a reason for that, and it will be explained.
I'm assuming that. In my head, I was okay, cool. That is the character of. I swear this is Angela again.
Mary? No. You're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
The girl with the butterfly tattoo.
No, Wait, wife.
What is this soundtrack?
I can't believe it. Your face, your voice. You could
be My name is Maria.
This is like some Cowboy Bebop-esque shit in the
I
background.
look like a ghost. Do I? See?
I can't see what you're typing in chat. It's
sorry.
It's censoring your words. Doesn't this character go through blank trauma?
Hey.
He goes through a lot of trauma.
I need to find Mary.
Dog, I feel like this is like, what's his name from Cowboy Bebop should be in a bar smoking a cigarette like I am right now, and this is playing in the background.
Yeah. 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, dude.
This is such a weird, this is more of a shock than anything else so far. The shift in the music.
The soundtrack is so good.
Hey.
It's so fucking good, man.
It's okay. So, what do the letters say?
She looks like someone from another game. I'm trying to place it.
She said she was waiting for me.
You're going to hell.
And that's here?
Go ahead and try typing it one letter at a time so I can see it and read it in chat.
I'm about to say I can go check the Discord if she types it there. And
Anyway, I haven't seen her.
I'm assuming it's
Is this
sexual
your only
trauma.
special place?
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair
I
enough.
don't know anymore. There was
I cannot comment on that.
something.
Oh yeah,
just-
she out there
I
just
can't
dropping
quite-
spoilers last night.
Hey.
I cannot say yes or no. I don't believe.
I think I might know. I mean,
so, or it's.
there's this
I
one
don't think
place.
it's the way you're
far
thinking it
from here.
is.
I swear if I find out James is a cheater, then
kind
I
of
hope he
place?
dies at the end.
The kind two lovers might call special.
What do you think about Maria?
I can show you if you want.
I'ma say this, and not even to be
Unless you
weird
have
about it,
somewhere
she
else to
gives the
be.
vibes of a legitimate succubus, which, considering the nature of the
Something
game,
else to
doesn't
do.
seem too far-fetched.
No, he's just playing.
Easy there. I'm just messing with you.
The characters in this game are so well
this
written,
way.
man.
You're coming with me? Can't you just tell me where it is?
You're just gonna leave me here? Alone? With all these monsters?
So here's the thing I haven't quite gotten
No,
to, is
I
that
just-
all these characters I meet, other than the
Is
fat
it
dude who was throwing
because
up, just seem to be not that
they
shaken up
remind
about
you
what's
of
going on around them.
her?
They're just kind of like, oh man, it sucks out here. And then Fat Boy, there's a body in the
You loved
refrigerator.
her,
Like,
didn't you?
Yep. Each time you meet these characters,
Didn't you?
All right.
every
just-
time you meet them, they're a little more deranged and tell you a bit more of what's going on with them and their baggage.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
So like pay very close attention to them and what they say and do.
like I having only met Fat Boy the one time, I don't really have an opinion about him. The girl I'm curious about, the little one, and then Angela, I'm starting to have a bit of an idea.
What do you think?
I feel like I'm really reaching a little far. I feel like she killed her mom.
Interesting. Okay.
She gives me the vibe of someone who might have accidentally killed someone. Or maybe
No.
intentionally, I don't know, but like
Oh,
that's the
that's good.
impression she gives.
That's the theory. I give it that. So this character looks a lot like your wife and was coming on to you. Kinda, but playing it off as a joke.
Again, I'm still coming back to the idea that it feels like James might have been a cheater. I don't know that. I'm trying not to speculate too hard yet.
No, that's
Through here.
that's the point of the game. Keep speculating. Just spit out theories, man.
Strange. I could have sworn.
What? Is something wrong?
I know. It's
Those waffle cones are
it's
immaculate.
nothing.
Okay, so we're back in this place. Or was I on this side
You're
of it?
done with the park.
This place
So-
we're going to. What is it exactly?
It used to be kind of a special place for young couples in these parts. I think it's easier.
I'm waiting to see what the numbers on the pictures mean.
Okay, so
And I'm
I didn't
assuming
collect
they're
them
in an
all.
order.
I found most of them. I think I missed like 2 or 3 during my few times I ran this game. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
I'm assuming the numbers are the order they
think it's-
belong in.
I think they're collectibles, and yeah, I think the numbers are that.
And I know I've been with the park. The only reason I'm kind of roaming around is just for like ammo, pills, etc., or whatever, because I definitely need to be.
Who is
And the
that?
emotion.
Just a woman.
The person in chat, did they finish
Killed
this
for
game
no
already,
real
or are
fault of
they
their own
speculating too
by
because of
moral,
her?
upstanding folk.
I don't want to like say anything that
Common
might
theme, I
spoil.
guess.
I have
What do you
no
mean?
idea if Desiree's played
And
even
history,
played Silent
right?
Hill. I know she watched a lot of horror playthroughs, but I don't know if she's a persecution.
no. Then I will
Christians,
not
Jennifer,
say anything that
Carol
spoils.
lived a
But
pride, no revelation of forgotten.
dude, the lore and writing of this game. I know I kind of dick ride it, but it's very good. It gets so good.
And I'm not denying that, but I'm gonna say this and I stand by this. I'm kind of mad we didn't start with the first game, only because you know how I
the
am about doing
second
this
one
in order.
isn't. Well, the good thing about it is, the second one is not tied to it whatsoever.
No, more for lore point of view, not so much for story.
Okay, well,
You
if-
know I'm a
if-
lore
if-
junkie, so that's like
if-
one of those things.
If you want the lore of the first game without giving away the plot, I can give you that, or you can learn it through this game later on, like much later in the story.
I'll wait.
Okay.
I can do that much.
If you have any like, I guess, burning want to knows about it, I'll keep it kind of vague without giving too much away.
That's the tricky thing about settings, especially like this with horror. It's like, on the one hand, I want to know every plausible thing about the setting. At the same time, I don't want
This
things
is a
ruined
game-
because of knowing about.
This is a game where you
Wanna
have
take
to
a
be
breather?
patient.
What? No, I just... Sorry, I'm just a bit...
Me and she.
Yeah.
Who writes that
It's
way?
fine. You know, if there's anything you want to talk
What's
about,
with the
anything at all.
flowers? That's kind of weirdly
No.
out of place.
Let's just keep moving.
That's kind of unusual.
I'm curious to see which ending you get.
So I remember my younger brother, the other younger brother, has played a lot of the Silent Hills, and I know at least one of them. There's an ending with a dog sitting in front of a computer.
Yes, that's a non-canon. So there's like 3 or 4 non-canon ones.
See, my
But
younger.
those are hard to get. So like
You've never
you
met
won't
Josh, but I'm gonna tell
accidentally-
you, he went
probably
through like a
not.
10-minute dissertation, and he's firmly convinced that is legitimately the ending, the most logical ending.
It's not. It's not even close.
One day I'm gonna
Maybe-
make y'all meet so he can explain it, because when I say he went on a 10-minute rant about why he's firmly
listen.
convinced that's the most logical ending, and I'm
I
like,
will listen and then disagree with them probably.
I mean, you said. See, you're taking after me. I'm so proud of you. You're wrong. I'm just letting you know right now. I'll listen, but you are wrong.
I mean I won't turn down a conversation. Hope it's intellectual, but
Oh no, he's kind of weird. He's
not.
dude
It's
is
not
weirdly
canon.
kind of a genius and kind of retarded all at the same time.
Those are the best people. Okay, where are you going
There,
to next?
we can go. for one more time.
Okay, so I'm back in like the mainish area, I guess, or something like that. I see a question mark.
I will say though, the dog ending is absolutely not the canon ending. It's a joke ending. There's like 2 or 3 of those. They're hard to get, so you don't have to worry about accidentally getting those and ruining the plot for you. Those are just for fun though. But there's either 4 or 5 endings you're going to get, and I'm curious to see which one isn't the
Let
dog
me.
ending. The true
Is this-
ending.
I
another-
hate this
Yeah,
map a little bit because
you gotta go
weirdly
through a bunch of
enough,
shit.
I
You
don't
gotta go
know
through a bunch of shit to get it.
why I
That
have so
one,
much trouble orienting myself with this map. I have not
You
figured
have to
that
go
out.
through a bunch of shit to get the dog ending, and I think the UFO ending.
I didn't even know about the
there's
UFO.
one- The UFO ending's weird. It's pretty cool in this one. It doesn't have to do with plot. Do you want me to to spoil it or no?
Go ahead. I'd be amazed
Hey.
if I get it anyways.
Why'd you do that?
You won't. I can tell you right now, you won't. That one takes a couple playthroughs.
Yeah, no, tell me about it.
So, basically, you find this jewel, and I don't remember what you do with it, but it's towards the end of the game, like the very end, and you're outside of this like mansion or some shit, and a UFO comes down and picks you up, and you swap places with the original James from Silent Hill 2, and like there's this frame of you and him looking at each other, and he's in 2D, like weird PS1 graphics, and both of you like, what the fuck? And like the weird 50s sci-fi music is playing, and then like you get kidnapped, and that's it.
You startled me.
It's just a goofy ending.
Bitch, I am steadily breaking glass. You better get over it. No, it sounded like I was kind of more curious about it than anything, but
Right. But
it's kind of like I'm gonna say this though. I remember just like when I played. I need to go replay. That will be something we're streaming. Cyberpunk 2077.
I just got I think 2 out of the endings. But
No,
you
I only
good.
played it the one time. I watched no guides. I didn't know, and I didn't do nearly as much side stuff as I normally would have, because I didn't realize how close I was getting to the end when I did. And at that point, I'm like, well, let's just do the ending. But I made the decisions. Do what?
Controversial opinion. I wanted it to be better. I give it a good 7 out of 10.
There are things I genuinely love, and a lot of things that did really well. And then there were
Yeah,
things I felt
yeah.
either could have been better or were just overcomplicated.
Yeah. I like a lot about what they did, but I was like, man, I don't know, but like the game feels lacking.
There are things that could have been done better, like how driving felt in that game, because I don't like
didn't
the
even
feeling of
drive.
driving. Dog, it feels like
didn't drive
driving an
at all.
iceberg.
I
Genuinely.
didn't drive at all. I just ran. I ran. I got like the sprint mod. I
Not
just
getting
ran.
through here.
I didn't care about driving.
No reason to.
But
wrong
oh,
way
see, I
anyway.
read it on modded. But no, all the decisions I made when I was playing it, I based off, okay, what would I do decision-wise? And the game royally punished me for it, and I'm like, and so I did not get the ending I liked. Not that I know what ending I would have really wanted anyways, not knowing what endings there are there. Because of the question mark, I'm gonna wait on this portion for a second. I want to continue walking. Because it feels like the game.
Wrong way. We already passed the motel.
Bitch, I am not trying to smash. Anywho,
He is.
well, that's a her problem.
I could really use
Heroin!
James.
This is like the only enemy I actually enjoy fighting because it's semi-consistent. I do not like fighting the ones that throw up because it's like they do some weird shit out of order sometimes, and that was on me.
But do you fight the other enemies?
But like the leg one, I actually like fighting because it feels there's a rhyme or reason to what it
Also,
does.
The enemies you fight, those also symbolize things.
All right, I apparently was a big fan of Mike Tyson, the way these jabs kept getting thrown. So that's
What does it look like?
it looks like legs if I had to go by anything else.
Okay.
My man was a pervert. Okay, it's not anything. Can't get in there. But no, I would actually like to go back and replay Cyberpunk at some point. I'd want to get the DLC because apparently it adds some things, tweaks some things, and adds another ending.
Free, honestly.
What?
I thought it was free.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I thought they had made it free to make up for like how shit the launch was. And I looked at it, I was
James?
like, oh, I'll just buy this. And I
Your
did.
wife. What was she like? Or is? Sorry, I'm not.
That's fine. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Oh, come on. You said we look alike. Please give me something.
Well, she-
There's an exceptional amount of graffiti, which leads me to think that a lot of people have
She
ended
liked
up in
to play
Silent Hill
piano.
by accident, that were just
I'm not
miscreants
sure
or
she
deviants,
played that
and
much.
kind of fucked themselves in the process.
Oh? I don't strike you as the pianist type.
Let's just leave it.
That's
Sure.
not unreasonable to think.
Also, the sheet music I found intermittently here and there, I've been waiting to figure out what that's supposed to mean, because I know that can't be by coincidence. I only bring that up because of her making the regard about is trying as a pianist type, and
Well, that's because Mary was. And so she's like, do you not find me to be one?
well, I didn't know that.
Well, she just said it in dialogue.
I know, but I was got bits and pieces. Like I was basically getting the gist of it. I thought she was referring to him just 'cause
Yeah, he said Mary loved to play. And she was like, do you think that I could? Do I not strike you as that? Basically trying to
she's
compare
given
herself-
strong prostitute vibes. I'm not trying to go there with it, but like
She's trying to compare herself to his wife.
I do like that. Unlike Evil Within, this one doesn't feel the need to
Again.
constantly barrage you with enemies.
It is nice.
Because like Evil Within,
The
like,
Evil Within was great though.
it
really
was
did.
great.
It was.
It kind of fell off in the ending of the first one, and I have not
You
played
know
the
we're
second one
heading
yet.
the wrong way, right?
Because like I
Yeah,
love the first one, even though I felt
Just
there were definitely some things that
Bear
could have been
with me,
tweaked.
okay?
The
To be
Evil
sure.
Within
What do
2
you
was
say,
cool.
big man?
I need to
Evil
go
Within-
back and finish it. I only got like a smidgen of the way through it.
I liked it.
No,
wasn't
it didn't
the
seem
worst.
bad. It was just like
liked
it was at the time there was other games I wanted to play. I didn't really want to get into that
Right.
big of a time. It's kind of like playing Souls. Once you play Souls, that's your commitment for a little while.
That's it. Yeah, that's it, man.
I still haven't played Elden Ring yet. I'm behind.
Are
on
you
that
gonna? I was gonna say, are you gonna play Night Rain?
one. What is that?
Did you see the Game Awards?
I absolutely did not.
Okay. So Elden Ring 2 is basically coming out, but it's not Elden Ring 2. It's called Elden
More
Ring
of
Night
those
Rain.
things.
I know it as the Nameless King, so I was.
Yeah, it's got basically Mothra Battle Royale.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not.
No, I heard that and... Okay, I'm assuming I can let her die.
Yeah, the lack of enemies is to keep getting irritated.
The fact that the giant... So, you know what? I'm sure it's going to be a little meta, but I have to ask. So, what's the deal with all the fucking bugs? Like, why is that even an enemy type?
I think it's an achievement or collectible to like kill them all. I tried in my playthrough. I think I missed one or two.
I don't see it, but I hear it.
Yes, it makes an ambiance that you're being watched.
After those one variation of these that like fucking kind of explode when they die, I'm really hesitant to go into melee combat with any of them. It's not a thought I want to see if it's worth entertaining or not. I don't want to find out and be wrong, so that's... Okay, so there's this whole... Okay, so let's stay in the straight line for right now.
Again?
Bitch, I will smack you. I will channel that inner Ike Turner. Okay,
You know, you can wait outside if you want. I'll just look around the place.
Why would I want to wait outside?
I thought you might not want to.
James,
So
if
hold
you
on.
don't want me around anymore, you can just
Oh,
say
wait.
it.
Never mind. Sorry,
No,
I looked away.
it's not that. Just
Did you use the jack to go in there?
I did not. I actually was gonna go back and do that. I assumed this...
Oh, the Bolorama. Okay, okay. I was lost on where you were for.
I'm about to say, do I need to backtrack, not do this yet?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Because I'm trying not to get anything too early before experiencing everything else.
No, it doesn't let you like skip around very linear pivotal points.
I think I'm actually
Like,
getting used to you smashing stuff.
You're the way it works is you can look around until you get to a certain point, and then it'll kind of push you through to the next spot. This place should have a memory, I think.
That's the main reason I kind of wanted to look around. I didn't feel like it would have so much stuff as it would probably have something I needed to see. Goodness, the hungry is real. Okay, so let me backtrack.
I really like seeing how they swapped up things from the original to the remake. Like, this place had importance. There's your memory. This place...
This town's full of monsters.
I love that.
We could just sit here and eat pizza.
My man has never been hungry like that before. I absolutely could.
So,
I'm not gonna die hungry. I want to die full.
so basically, that memory, that's the first time you found Eddie in the original. He was sitting there doing that, just eating pizza, and that's what James told him. That's why that's a memory.
So James is in the first game?
No, sorry, the original Silent Hill 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're coming.
The zombies. They're coming.
So am I.
Goated.
Absolutely based. Pyramid pulls up. I'm gonna go out jorking it. Schlonking my shit silly style. But no, I will say this, as much as I love Evil Within, like a lot of horror games that had a lot of great premise, I hate the ending. Because it just felt like, it's like, hey, nice, the Metal Album cover boss fight was really cool. Didn't really feel fitting.
I like the picture.
Like, you could have told me they just copied, like, a Judas Priest album cover and that was the boss fight, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, I can see that.
They were definitely heavily inspired by Silent Hill. 1000%.
Oh, absolutely. But it's not a bad... No, you know
Not a
another
bad
game
thing.
that I feel like does that a lot? Not the Silent Hill version, the Mist it at the end. Because I haven't played the second one. I loved Outlast. Until the
Oh
end.
my god, Outlast was so good. Outlast 2 was fan-fucking-tastic.
I need to play it. I haven't played it yet, but my thing is, like, the ending...
shit.
It's funny to me that people don't talk about the beginning of the story because it was still an indie company and they made the most absurd batshit opening for the story. Oh yeah, dude is just roaming the world looking for portals to hell, and we just never touch upon that ever again.
Outlast 1, I really liked.
I didn't like the whole, but the ending, like, oh, it's nano machines. I'm like, this felt like such a cop-out.
I would have rathered it
we're
just
not
be a
good.
supernatural thing.
Blocked.
Yeah, no, that was my
Yeah,
thing. Like, I don't
it's been
mind
so
an
long.
explanation like that in certain
You know
things.
what's in there?
Like, did you ever
Not
read
sure.
Phantom by Dean Koontz?
I'm not even sure when was the last time anyone
It's on
came
my
inside.
list, but I haven't gotten
It okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it does eldritch horror in such a really unique way. But then also in the end, kind of removes the eldritch aspect of it to an extent too, while still maintaining it. It's hard to explain, and I liked it. It was a great book, but it just it feels like the way it ended. It kind of goes the same with Outlast. I'm like. It was good. No, I think that had a better ending, but
Oh,
Yeah.
did the monsters get him?
Maybe. Doesn't make much difference now.
I can leave by not leaving. I can only leave by not leaving.
I can't explain that right now.
Gonna have to kill myself.
Mm-mm. That's,
Really? Because that feels like killing myself. Like, that feels like the motif going on there. Alright, so I think that's everything
I want
this
to talk
way.
about the story of this so bad, dude.
Alright, so
But I have to be patient.
let's see, where am I now? So I didn't go down that side lane there, and I haven't done the hotel, or the motel yet. So let me go all the way back and do the thing with the jack first, and then get to the motel before I head back this way. Because I feel like I'm going to get a lot more city I got to cover afterwards. So.
The story so far. You got a letter from your dead wife, and you came to this town because, in my mind, I think he's perplexed that he got a letter in the same handwriting, the same, like, the wording was the same as his wife would speak.
I mean, to be fair, wouldn't you at that point? Like, if
I would probably check it out. Yeah.
there's some
get
people
it.
I love that if I
get
got
it.
a letter from them, I'm like, I've got to know.
Right. I think the part that got him was he's like, this is her handwriting. Like, this is the way she would speak.
There's more of them.
So, I think he, like, really wanted to check that out, which I get it. I think that's bugged.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
So you get here,
Let me beat your ass.
And you're wandering around and you're meeting these people who shouldn't be here. There's no one else here. There's fog, there's demons. Shit's just weird. He meets Angela, which he meets her in a graveyard.
That was.
And she's looking for, was it her mother's grave?
Wow, I fucked every other shot up.
I think she was looking for her mother's grave.
Yeah, no, it wasn't her mom.
So James walks up and touches her on the shoulder, which makes her freak out. And she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there, blah, blah. She explains how she's looking for her mother, sister, mother, brother, and father, I think. Don't quote me on that. Those three. So you keep going, and you are, you make your way to the apartments. And I don't know if you saw the apartment part yet. You meet her again.
And she gives you a knife, yeah.
She gives you a knife. But she's not doing well. She is not doing well at all. Like she's losing it. She's having a psychotic break. So you figure out that where you're supposed to go is where you and your wife's special place was, which was the park. So you go to the park and you meet Maria, and here we are. Not much has happened.
How did you still hit me?
You can also meet a guy named Eddie. He's throwing up when you meet him, and he's freaking out, and he's trying to convince you that he didn't kill the guy in the fridge. But he wants to go with you, and you kind of tell him no.
I think they're gone.
And you go on your own way.
For now.
I know that wasn't a great summarization of what happened, but a lot of the plot has yet to completely unfold.
I get that. Oh my god, I am hungry right now. Like, you just have no idea.
Didn't you make stew, bro?
It's in the slow cooker.
Oh.
Stew is an
So
art,
good
so
for
it
how-
takes time.
When did you put it on?
When I hit you up, I had just finished it, like in the slow cooker.
Just
Getting everything
finished
done.
it?
Just finished.
Oh,
Sauteed all
Actually.
my beef and my onions,
Got it.
threw in the potatoes, carrots, celery, the whole 9 yards.
fair enough.
And I've got some leftover pasta that I'm really not about to go start eating on stream, so that's...
That's fair.
Um,
Well, I mean, your
are you
camera's
sure
not on,
that's a
so...
good idea?
I know, but
could.
y'all don't want to hear me eat pasta on...
Yeah, it's fine.
If I had like a sandwich or
Give me
something, I
that.
would absolutely tear them Johns up. And...
Hey! You okay in there?
Ashley,
Was it
Can
the
you
moldy
let me
pizza?
in?
No, he was, It might have... Yeah, actually, I mean, maybe, because that's where you met him in the original. The moldy pizza might have made him throw up. Maybe so. I think he was from shock and disgust at, the guy crushed in the fridge. But, you know, that's not a bad theory. Yep, that's one of the photos I missed.
made it where?
Damn, there's a lot of shit in here.
That's what I was thinking. I'm kind of half expecting to get ambushed because of that. That's...
Your chat says slurp the stew. Go eat some food, slurp the stew.
The stew's not ready yet. It's not gonna be ready for... I do probably need to stir it in a little while, but... Okay, so this was just a place for resources.
Good. Go to the motel. The motel is gonna have one reference to Silent Hill 3.
That felt like an entrance. And...
You ever stayed in a place like this?
I'm really hoping my voice
The walls
isn't
are
too
so
loud.
thin, you
and
can
it's-
hear everything.
You're not coming through loud on my end.
Hate.
Right, but for stream. Okay, I'm good. Sweet.
It's Dante's Inferno. He's just a dickhead the entire time. Well, more the game than the. Although I do love the book, just the idea, like this dude. I mean, it's fixing the episode 107. Dude really just wrote an entire fan fiction about heaven and hell and made himself the
Yep.
protagonist and everybody he didn't like the
Yep.
villain.
What's crazy was he did that for political reasons. That's hilarious.
What's wild to me is like, and then the most of the church just kind of like, you know what, that works pretty good. We'll work with that. It's like Homer's Odyssey. I'm like, you know what? Let's make a religion. All these gods apparently just live on this very climbable mountain right over there that we are not going to bother checking, but this works too good not to.
Locked.
No, you do not get that item
Why is
yet.
that strange?
Never mind. Let's find a way to get it open.
Okay, so this is in real time since she's
Not to
right
my
there. So
knowledge.
my Dan is literally just staring at the back of a car hood.
Okay, once we get about way in the story, I beg of you,
Hey, you
take the
okay?
helmet off because it's
It's
gonna
like
play
you
a pivotal
froze for a
point.
second.
Seeing his face.
Yeah.
All right.
Cozy.
This room. There's something wrong with it. I think we should leave.
Oh, loosen up, James. It sure beats running around with those monsters there.
I'm not so sure.
There's your Silent Hill 3 reference. Look on the chair. Turn around. Wrong chair. That hat. A detective came and saw Cheryl Mason. And he was talking about a missing persons case, which he was talking about.
I see.
So
What?
3 takes place right after 2, like literally like right after, like not long. And the detective is talking about he's on a missing person, and he's looking for someone that's gone missing here. And it's speculated that he's talking about James to Cheryl in
Can
that
you let me
exact
in?
room.
Okay, so that feels like kind of a spoiler.
No. So no one knows James is there. That's why he's looking for him. It's not that like he's missing, he's lost. Like no one knows he's there.
The one thing that does kind of bother me a little bit because it's weird is all the wildly specific drawers and cabinets you can and cannot open.
Yep.
With just not much rhyme or reason to why or how. That feels like a terrible means to break down a wall. Like, I feel like this would not have that much impact. I saw the glare first, and I'm like, dog, that is a fuckload of cocaine.
I prefer the door next time, thank you.
Well,
I've
maybe you
never
lose some
seen her do that.
goddamn light.
I've never
Okay.
seen her do that.
Where did she go? Where is she?
She jumped in through the same window you went in.
Oh! Okay, I'm about to
I've
say, 'cause I don't
never
see her. I thought
seen
she came
her
in here.
do that. Typically, people get the door, so like I've never seen her do that.
3 more. Oh, that's gonna piss me off to figure it out in a minute. Alright.
Hey, you think I'd look good in this one?
That's her original outfit from Silent Hill 2.
Sure.
Stop being a whore, Maria.
She won't. She
I-
won't.
I figured as much. Hoes be wildin'. Alrighty, let's see. Is there something I missed in here? I don't think there was something safe. Okay. Let me play a numbers game. All right. One. Okay, so okay, I misread that first. So it's one less. So 1 0. Okay, no. So 0 4 5 1. Completely misread that at first. I'm like, this is gonna be. Stop being a whore!
Glad you're here.
I'm going to assume, because I feel like it's a fair assumption, that I do have the option of just letting her die.
You think you just saved my life back
What?
there.
I won't speak on
But
it.
I did.
I mean, I'm not planning on doing it, but that feels like it's an option. And it kind of want to.
I don't think it is. I'm not sure.
Like, there's been some opportunities that I feel like killing her was viable.
Go back in the shed. I believe you missed something in here. Maybe I'm wrong.
I was thinking the same thing, but I couldn't see anything, so...
Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I feel like there was a point to being in there. Oh, no. I forgot you had that already.
Yay.
Yay!
For now.
That was so
Just
enthusiastic.
down this way.
Let's see, where you going? Oh, God, I know where you going to now. Hell yeah.
This feels kind of on the nose, but... Okay, that's what I was hoping for. What the fuck am I looking at?
The memory?
No, it's...
I'm unsure.
I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go find something for it there. I don't know. That's... Okay, it didn't give me a second. That's weird. Alright. Okay, nothing here. Let me go back this way.
So, James,
What, bitch?
3
Damn.
years. That's a long time. How do you tell her when you find her?
That I love her.
Oh, then. Lucky her.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Like I said, 3 years is a long time.
Maybe if you weren't such a sloot. Breaking the only Chevy Avalanche in town. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Downtown New Orleans. The fact I can't ring that doorbell bothers me. This looks very much so like it inspired one of the maps from Left 4 Dead 2.
It probably did.
It's got that look to it. And I'm proud to be. Why do I hear? Well, that seems like it's obviously meant for me to go look at it. Okay then. Not yet, apparently. Road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Strange. This should not be here.
Well, it is. So, what now?
Now we look for another way.
Come on.
James?
I'm about to say, there's nothing barring that gate. Just open the gate.
All right.
That feels
There you go.
unwise.
There goes your melee weapon. Here goes your new one.
I'm trying to figure out who just. How much gas is in this car? Who left this car running?
Why are you questioning that? Of all the things to question, what happened in this town?
It just seems weird that there's just a running car. Another storm? Damn it, I want to explore more of the town. You could have informed me that this was coming this way, sir. I would have did.
I would not. I would not. Play the game how it's intended.
Here I am, trying to explore the entire city. She is injured.
Could be okay. Probably.
Whoa! Fuck off.
I think you're just making.
No, that was definitely a circle, and that was not intentional. I'm trying to loot this
Check the map.
place.
Oh. Don't get yourself cornered. You can't go in the house. Look left. Left. No, go back. Go back. Just bullets. Right. Not upstairs though. Not upstairs. Not upstairs. On that table. Left.
I'm out of medical supplies. Where, bitch? Point. Oh. This is the most not obvious thing. I think we're safe. Based on what?
That is the flimsiest plywood I think I've ever seen. I've never seen one hit a slope like that.
My thing is, what is this stopping? Genuinely. Damn it, I wanted to explore the rest of the town. Now I'm on this side. Run out of medical stuff. Abandoned. Oh, nice to see you're doing all fine and dandy again. Should have let you die.
This place is interesting.
Hey, the same sticker as her tattoo. I feel like this is plot relevant. Guarantee that key smells like titty, sweat, and coke.
Not far-fetched to say.
Oh, I guess they're right. The prostitute does drugs. Fixing to stir this stew. After the cutscene, obviously. A bar. Huh. She's a bartender. That explains the prostitute. That explains the sluttiness and the coke. And they serve food here. I hate bars that do that. All right. 10 seconds. Stew tearing time. I'll be right back. Well, it's starting to become food. Eat these potatoes. Thank God I only flung half my carrots and potatoes out of the fucking crock pot. And they burned like a bastard.
No bueno.
Well, they didn't burn. They burned me. But I mean, this crock pot is loaded down to the brim. So what I need right now that I have this stew, is I need to go steal someone's birthright. And then eventually father a nation.
Okay.
Listen, sir, it's never too late for biblical references.
I just said okay. I just said alright.
You said that okay, like you could not place what the fuck I was talking about. Jacob and Esau, sir. Esau wanted the blessings of Father Isaac and went out to hunt for venison for 3 days, came back hungry, and just immediately gave him his birthright because Jacob out here cooking some delicious, scrumptious-ass beef stew. Oh yeah, sinning definitely happens here. I'm feeling pretty ready to kill it. Alright, this is the backstage to what I'm assuming is for a strip club. Where? Oh, well it is. Obviously I saw a picture. Where's the cocaine? Where's the condoms? Where's the weaponizable dildos? One of these is gonna have something. God is inty. What?
Maria? Hello?
I'm gonna guess Maria doesn't have a father figure.
Not far-fetched.
Trample. Defenders Horizon. Never heard of either of those. I just love that there's like bottles of ibuprofen everywhere in this game.
Bro, that is kombucha. What are you talking about? You're just drinking fungus.
Nah, dog, nah. It's just, can't be that. It's a straight up Valium. I'm out here taking my Ritalin. Average strip club goer tour. I don't know what the fuck. No, I would not be touching my hand on anything in here. Like, gonna get a contact high
Maria?
just from surface
All right.
contact.
Here we go.
I love how the neon sign, she has a paunch. This is that kind of strip club, low budget.
What? Oh, come on, don't give me that look. I was just kidding.
Uh-huh.
What is this? Is this the special place you met?
Don't be silly.
I just noticed that mask
Just
comes
have to
from a
go
collar.
through and out the front.
Well, I did not see that until now.
Then again, now that we're here,
I'm gonna
Here
break
we
the
go.
grippers
More
out.
lure. More lure.
can't we stay? Just for a little while. Catch our breath before we head back out there.
I don't have time to take a break. Mary could be out there, waiting for me.
You have yet to show me
I
your
know.
feet.
It's just... this place, this whole thing, it's like a nightmare. I just wanted to get away from it, even for a second. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I just wanted to show
Sorry,
you
I
my
didn't-
JJ.
I guess this place is getting to me, too.
Go from the silent hill to the wet jungle.
Am I crazy?
Kinda.
You know, for thinking she could be here?
No cap, I would die in silent hill.
Crazy is one word for it, I guess.
Oh, me too. Most people would.
No, not even because of like
can
my
think of
whether or
another.
not I feel like I could fight. It's not even that. Although I'm not beating
What's
Pyramid
that?
Head, I feel like the average enemies I wouldn't be
You
that
won't have
threatened
to
by.
fight Pyramid. You won't have to fight him.
Hopeful.
No, it's just the idea of like
Well,
I feel like my demons are gonna be why I'll
that's
die
a
in
nice way
Silent
of
Hill.
putting it.
You have to face your trauma. Fuck no.
Here you go. More lure.
Here.
Faced it enough.
What are you doing?
Something to take the edge off.
There was no stopper on that bottle, and it has been sitting there. That is vile. Whiskey drinkers
No?
instead of vodka drinkers be like.
You sure? Fine. Be that way.
I was actually hoping it would
Here's
give me the
to-
option to choose.
To hope. Undying.
Damn.
We should probably get going.
Fine. Ready when you are.
Dog, like that bottle was just sitting there.
James used to be an alcoholic.
That's not that. Honestly, I was kind of getting that vibe
Yeah.
because
Okay. So at this point, take off the helmet.
Okay.
Take off the helmet. You're gonna need to see a lot of the shit that happens here.
All right. Is the pause real time or is it just like a pause screen?
I don't remember. Test it.
Well, I need something to happen so I can see if I get whacked or not.
Right.
Why does it let me look in here? Oh, a wedding ring. That
Wallet,
seems...
a picture of someone's wife.
So
Alright.
James got drunk and cheated.
Is that what you think?
Look, dog, there seems to be some insinuation that
dance
at
for
some
me,
point or
big guy?
another he had that moment like Dante in Dante's Inferno and just lost
I'd
his
pay
fucking
to see
mind.
that.
Okay. He was definitely an alcoholic. Like
That
he
much
was
is obvious. He looked
struggling.
way too hard at that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even an
Hands were
alcoholic,
trembling.
and I would have.
His hands were trembling. The whole deal. Palooka Light.
I could go for some Tuaca right now. No, we sell it at the bar for like $2 a shot, so I drink it for $1 a shot, dog. I ain't gonna lie, give him 50 special something reserve. But dog, there's like no stopper on that. Like that is kind of gross. The fact it doesn't give me an option to still drink out of it after the fact, though.
He won't drink it anymore.
What?
He won't.
I
drink
know, but it
anymore.
gives me some weird choices. The wedding
Okay.
ring.
Fair.
Okay, so one thing that kind of bugs me a little bit is it's really hard to discern what's the literal things in Silent Hill and what's symbolism in Silent Hill.
Yep. Hell yeah, that's it.
Is that you?
Would you like it to be?
Definitely saving. It just feels wrong not having my streamer mask on.
Telling you, man, it's gonna make the game more enjoyable. The streamer mask is cool, but I feel like that's for more of.
No!
I
No,
feel like
damn it, no, I know what's coming. No, fuck that.
Yes, it is. I feel like the streamer mask is more for once you played the game and know the story. Because like James's facial expressions and things he says and like there's a lot of detail. Like a lot of detail.
It's weird the amount of these posters I'm allowed to look at that don't really give much information or show much of anything.
They do.
They do, but like at the same time, like they don't. Like it's vague, torn up pictures.
It's just lust.
That I kind of figured. Hold up. That's her. She has the same tattoo. That's her, or a manifestation of her. But that's her.
The
That's what-
nurses. Oh
Don't-
yeah.
What?
Yep, they're coming up real soon.
No, I figured. But no, that's what I went back to look at the picture. I'm like, let me see if the tattoo matches, because that's gonna be telling. And it does. It's either
Let me know
her.
when you want to move on.
Oh, that seems like a setup. Am I missing something? Have I
What,
seen
right?
everything here?
Check it out. Oh shit.
You okay over there?
So she was absolutely a stripper. You know, that's confirmed for me, or at least whoever this is a stripper. I don't think there's any stone left unturned, any coke left unsnorted.
I don't believe so. I think you're safe to move on, right? Because you're in the club and that's where sin you. Yep. Yep, that's why I left this year. Everything you see
Let's go.
slash do in
Alright,
Silent Hill is for a
Come on.
reason.
I know
Every-
that much. That much is very evident. That's go. Really? That wiggle hip was not by accident. That's
Mm-mm, no, it's
You
not.
could come back later if you want. You know? In case
bitch.
we-
I am a married man who clearly was an alcoholic and may or may not have been sexually or physically abusive. I do not want to hear it.
Any port in the storm, right?
Guess so.
The storm is not that bad. I definitely don't want to die getting laid in Silent Hill.
Doesn't sound that bad, man. I don't know, man.
Look,
Doesn't
dog, I
sound-
remember the first Silent Hill movie, and the girl who did nothing wrong got her skin ripped off. I'm good, dog.
Yeah.
There are some ways I'm
What's
okay with
crazy-
dying. That's not it.
Pyramid Head should not have been in that fucking movie.
Well, it bothers me not the Pyramid with that movie. It's like that girl did not do anything wrong to die like that.
No, he was just out there doing shit. Yeah, the movie didn't make much sense. I liked it for the cinematography. That's about it. But plot wise, that was fucking hot ass, man. They
Are
are
any
making
of-
a new one.
I about to say, are
They
any of
are-
the other ones any good? Because I did not watch anything past the first one.
I mean, it's basically the same shit, just cinematography of Silent Hill.
I'm about to
They
say,
doing-
my biggest thing, other than the plot being weird from the first one, is that the, well, no, but I mean, are they worth watching? Are they decent? Because, like, the first one,
May as well.
it
May as well
wasn't
check it out.
bad, but I mean,
No, I mean, it's about what you expect. The monsters, it's kind of what you watch it for.
Okay.
They are making another movie.
okay, I was right. This is the first time I've seen a door for one of these. That's going to be important later.
Did you read any of the comics for Silent Hill?
I didn't even know Silent Hill
I
had
read
comics.
I read some. I really wanted to read the ones for Downpour and The Room, but I haven't yet.
I've actually been catching up on some
It's not
manga
fun.
lately, so like all my that, and I've been I've been when I'm at work and it's slow sometimes between catching up on my reading, and updating my fanfic while I'm still doing the transcription for my book. Well, the second one. That's just some. Which, by the way, so I don't know if I told you. Maybe we talked about that. I finished reading Blood Meridian recently.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was a trip. Although I did not know, and I felt it was kind of ironic, that he also wrote.
Things.
I knew about The Road because I remember seeing something about The Road. I did not know he wrote Country for Old Men. Or No
He
Country
did.
for Old Men. What?
He did. He did. but-
Which was interesting, but I will be honest. I have some weird feelings about that whole plot. It's not bad. That's not bad. It's just-
And Tom was great. And Tom was fantastic.
Oh, dog. And sure was like he was a absolutely fantastic villain. It just the ending is really.
Yeah, man.
It just kind of leaves it on this very open-ended ending in some aspects. That
Thank you.
Another one you need to
James.
read is called
I'm not sure I would have made it.
All
Just
Tomorrows.
stay
now, let me ask you this. No, the thing that bothers me the most with his writing is that he doesn't use.
I haven't finished Blood Meridian.
No, is that no, not so much his tropes. His tropes are great. Is that I started watching the Wendigoon summary recently, Michael. Let me see if he caught something I didn't, because I'm sure his autistic ass did. But the fact he doesn't use quotation marks, and there's a lot of things he doesn't use in his writing, like saying this person said that, or this. So like, you've got to really spitball
So
some
it's
things.
ambiguous.
Like the absence of quotation marks or anything else makes certain things really hard to piece together.
Yeah.
His his vocabulary is absurd because some of his descriptions, I'm like, I haven't the slightest fucking clue what this word means, and I'd like to think
I am a
I'm
fan of that.
relatively decent, well-read, and
I
I'm
am
like,
a big fan of that. Yeah.
I am too. But at the same time, it's like he uses some of the most esoteric English at points that sometimes it just completely takes me out of the moment. Because I'm like, I'm just completely stuck on like English I've never even heard before. And but no, the book is great. The ending was quite strange. I've been wondering if it's so. I watched The Road. I loved The Road. It was one of those.
Great. It was great.
I loved Viggo Mortensen in it. I mean, it's one of the few movies I know him
Outlast
in.
has comic books too. I could be wrong. I'm
But
not sure. I
We're
I
on the other
think
side of that
Outlast
chasm.
has comic books.
Some detour.
I'd be
I'm actually
surprised if
going
it
with that.
At least
didn't.
we're here.
Although Outlast is a series, it's kind of like how I feel about Resident Evil. Like, dog, leave it alone at some point. Like, it's good.
Yeah, man.
Damn it! No, I don't want to do plot things. I don't want to do plot things. Fuck.
Resident Evil, man. They're just gonna milk Leon, Jill, and Chris until they die, bro.
The animated movies mostly are good. I'll be honest. After like the second or third of the live actions, I just didn't care for it. Like, it starts going noticeably downhill in terms of the plot. And like I love the ending of the first one. The first one to me will always be the best in many ways. Damn it! Let me back out. I'm not
That's
done
it?
yet.
A garden?
Fuck!
There's a bit more
You
to
can
it
go
than that.
back, just not right now.
Say
Okay,
so.
that's fine.
You're not permanently stuck
I
here.
don't think I've been here before.
Come on. She's just around the corner.
So he references having been to Silent Hill, so that's why I'm like, I don't understand. So like, was it different when he went? Is it like
Yes and no. Yes and
okay,
no.
that's
But
been
you'll
on my
see.
mind heavy lately.
Yes and no, but you'll see.
But no, I've been wondering, like, because a lot of times the book is better than the movie, and I don't doubt the road is, but like, is it so much better, so much different? It's worth taking the time to read the book since I've already seen the movie. Because like, I'm gonna be honest, books based off of movies instead of the other way around. Because I read the Forrest Gump book, and I'm like, wow, this was straight garbage. Not worth reading at all.
Who is she?
There's a story told around these parts. Kind of a local legend. It tells of a woman who was cast out, sentenced to die on an island out on the lake. There was a man in town who fell madly in love with her. And every night, he would sneak out, row across the lake, bringing her food and company. And every night, she would stand there on the shore, holding a lit candle
They
to help him find his way.
St. John the Baptister, and this dude was a homie for
But this
real.
one night, a terrible storm broke out, caught him out in the open, and it blew out the candle. Even in darkness, the man would not give up. He would not turn back. So he fought against the raging waters until finally the lake took him. They say even then, the woman never lost hope. She kept coming out at night, kept lighting the candle to bring her beloved home, to lead him to shore. Not sure how much truth there is to it. It's probably just a fairy tale. But she's become something of a local saint, a patron of undying love. Hence this place.
She's not here.
What?
She's not here. And why would she be? I don't even remember this place.
So
This was a
obviously that
mistake.
story was a metaphor for James and Mary.
Shouldn't come here.
Correct.
Hey. It's okay.
He seems like he's trying to
Plenty
escape
of other
guilt, and
places
that's
to look.
bothering
We can
me.
still.
Is someone finally killing the child?
Come on.
You think he's trying to escape guilt?
That's kind of the vibe I get. He literally came here despite the fact his wife is dead. Like on the idea that somehow she'd be back. We have this big, reference to a wedding band in a lost and found box at a strip club. I'm still not inclined to think he didn't cheat or step out or something, but it seems like he's trying to absolve guilt.
That is what the town is for.
I
Not everyone
get-
here is innocent.
I get that.
In
I
fact,
don't think
almost no one here is
most people
innocent.
are. But my thing
Almost
is, like,
no one.
I'm at this point trying to piece together what the guilt is specifically.
Good luck. Probably won't tell you until the end. You probably won't get it until the end. When you play Silent Hill games, your character's never a great person.
Figured as much.
There's like one or two exceptions. I think one exception.
So my real question is, now that I'm thinking about after the
I
whole
think it came
conversation
from
about
inside the
guts,
theater.
is like what characters either wouldn't end up in Silent Hill, or what characters would end up in Silent Hill and actually survive. Oh, give me a second. One of my homeboys is gone from work. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, so, Drew wants me to do, some quarters, and he asked if, to take it off the card. How do because, like, obviously I know write down the dollar, and then give him some quarters.
So all you're gonna do, add it to his tab, add the dollar, add the amount of dollars. Whenever you go to ring in the card, you're gonna ring it in for the total of what's on your tab. But when you go put it in the till, you're gonna subtract what you did with the quarter. So like if you did $2 for the quarters, take that off the tab on the till side, because all you're doing is replacing money you took out.
Okay, so I write it down, give him the dollar and quarters, write it down. So tab is $22 with the dollar. So I ring up $21,
Yes.
and then what do I do with that ghost dollar on the tab?
The Ghost Dollar tab, you still ring it up as normal because you're replacing the dollar you took out.
Okay, but am I replacing it if I'm not charging it?
No, you're going to charge it. You're just not going to charge it in the till. So, like, if he has a $22 tab and $1 of his quarters, you're going to ring up the card for $22 because you're replacing the dollar you took out. But on the till side,
Okay.
yeah, no, that's all.
Oh, okay, so I literally just add the dollars to the total.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing anything else.
No, negative.
Okay, perfect.
All right, appreciate you.
Come on.
Love you.
There's gotta be a way in.
Love you too.
Bye.
What was your question?
No, I was answering his question.
No, I mean you had a question.
Oh, yeah, no. So it's like coming to think of what protagonists would end up here, what protagonists wouldn't end up here, and what ones would make it out alive.
Evil characters or characters that have done things and haven't reconciled themselves. Or
So
accepted
Kirby
what
would
they've
end up
done.
here.
Kirby would breeze through this shit.
He would, but he would absolutely end up here as he's inherently very evil.
You okay?
Yeah. Maybe
He
you
would
can-
make it here and leave just as easily as
Not
he
much
showed
of a
up.
movie fan anyway.
Kirby's breezing through this shit. Luffy's breezing through this shit.
Doomslayer would never end
James?
up here.
Yeah.
No.
Be careful
But if he
in there.
did,
Yeah.
he'd breeze through it.
He would. Who would?
He's breezing. He doesn't.
Light would die within an hour,
Oh my god, Light's dying as soon as he gets here, bro.
and he 100%
Hold on,
deserves
hold on.
it too. That's what's the best.
Hold on.
part.
You should have seen your face.
I told you. It was this big rat. Jumped right at me from under
Hold
the
on.
seat.
Oh,
You saw it.
hold on.
Just
Look through the
fatso.
hole.
Hey, what do you have to say that for?
Anyway.
Doomslayer
why
would
are you
rip and
staying
tear.
here?
It's true.
I thought you said the cops were
But
after you.
the thing about Silent Hill is it's gonna put him through
I
shit
don't
that's
think they follow me here.
comparable to him, if not stronger, which is hard to do, but it would do it.
I'm about to say there's not too much that scales with him, although there's definitely some.
God, Kratos is getting his ass fucking handed to him here, dude. Kratos is getting his ass handed to him.
Young Kratos, yes. Older Kratos, no.
Oh,
Old Kratos,
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
agree.
actually would No, I really.
reconcile.
We need a crossover because older Kratos, I feel like would have a fight, but would absolutely
hold on,
floor
hold
young.
on. I'm gonna let you go through this right quick.
I'm making up my opinions about this situation, by the way.
Eddie?
Oh. You're,
James. We met back at the apartment building.
yeah. I remember.
Disgusting fuck.
I see that you didn't make it out yet.
Yeah.
There's the
I
piece
just didn't get around to it yet.
Well, at least you got your appetite back. Are you alone here, Eddie?
No.
Hell.
That's probably just Laura messing around.
The little girl? Laura, is that her name?
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go look for her. You coming?
Now you want me to come with you?
Never mind.
I am hoping he dies, and I'm be honest, I'm hoping I play a part in it.
What do you think about him?
So Laura made the comment about the cops are
You
looking
can
for
talk to
him.
him. Huh?
Yeah, you didn't listen. She said you said the cops are
Oh
looking for him.
yeah.
Who is
Oh,
that
yeah.
girl, anyway?
I don't know. All I know is her name. I swear. Didn't you want to go after her? Better hurry. Laura can be pretty quick when she wants to.
Why does he know that?
Suit yourself.
I have a theory that I'm really hoping I'm wrong about
What do you
concerning
got?
him.
What
What?
do you think?
I'm gonna be honest.
think?
You probably know exactly what my theory is, and
I do, but I want to hear it to make sure I'm correct.
he gives me the vibes of being a very special breed of pervert.
That's a theory.
And if
It's
I'm
a theory.
correct, I'll do everything in my power to kill him.
It's a theory.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
as you say that, now I'm suspecting I might be wrong, but he does give that vibe. He strikes
He
me as
does.
the average redditor.
He does, but you'll see his deal later on.
Like he gives me strong Reddit thread moderator, Discord kitten type
Well,
vibes.
keep in mind, this is I believe this takes place in the 90s.
Okay, so that interesting. Okay, I did not know
Either
the time
late
frame.
80s or early 90s. I believe it's the early 90s. Taco Bell be like,
Right?
yeah, I think it's the early 90s.
I mean that makes sense, but I definitely I don't like him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like. He gives a really not okay vibe.
Did your opinion of him completely change from your first and second time?
I honestly didn't think I was gonna like him when I first met him, but I didn't know why I didn't think I was gonna like him. He didn't strike me like I felt. Look, going with the whole idea that almost no one ends up here that doesn't belong here.
Almost.
I said almost. Yeah, no, I'm.
Yeah.
My initial inclination is like I have a feeling he
moderation was stirring the pot.
absolutely
Yeah.
belongs here. And it turns out Eddie's name was Chris Chan the whole time. And I
It does
saved the
upset me.
world by killing him.
It does upset me because like he, oh god, it does upset me because when you like meet him the second time around, it has one of the best songs in the game associated with him. But he does kind of suck. So if you watch the screen, it'll give brief glimpses of the story every once in a while.
That was weird.
That was weird, but you probably won't know what that was until you get to the end. Unless you want to take another look.
He killed his wife.
You what?
I don't know, spitballing.
How are you getting that?
Going by the little bit of information that I saw.
From that?
Yes.
What did you see?
The hand reaching out towards somebody.
Okay, interesting.
Come on now. Any day now. Yep, killed his wife. That's the theory I'm going with for the
Is that
moment.
what you think?
Not
Interesting.
really, but I'm not eliminating
Interesting.
that yet. But I'm
Okay.
kind of leaning that way. He did something. I don't know what the fuck he did yet. Either, if he didn't kill his wife, he beat his wife.
Okay, interesting. The only confirmed part is lust was involved. I'll give you that.
He doesn't strike me as the rapey type.
No.
Like, I'm still-
His wife is dead.
I'm
His wife
still
is dead.
pretty set in
He's-
that he cheated on somebody. Oh my
Okay.
god, she died while they were having sex.
Oh my god.
This is like some heavy
Risk
rain
of rain.
nonsense.
No, so it's pretty well confirmed right now he cheated on his wife.
Yeah, no, I was pretty solid on that.
But his wife did die of a disease.
An STD.
Right, okay.
No, again, you get me like just enough snippets that I'm going to spitball absurdly hard.
Fine. Do what
Now
you gotta
Laura knows. Oh my god, Laura is his bastard daughter.
do. Okay, go on. Keep going, I guess.
Well, I'm trying to reach. Somehow she knows.
I know.
Somehow.
She knows Mary. They've been here before. James doesn't remember being here. They've been here though.
I get that, but how does Laura know?
Laura is. I won't say.
I say, I'm really, you got the detective brain in me going on all 3 cylinders.
And that's a good thing. That's the point of that's the point of this game, honestly.
So, obviously you cheated on her.
Okay.
And even if he didn't, even though I was wrong on that, I'd be hard pressed to think that if he didn't, he wasn't going to or didn't plan on it. But I felt pretty solid, and like, yeah, he definitely did something. And obviously he's guilty about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to assume that has something to do with his drinking, or the absence of his current drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Somehow Laura knows, which means it leads me to think she has to know the party he cheated on her with. Like, Maria doesn't seem to acknowledge having any previous knowledge of him, unless she was on drugs.
How do you know what's real and not real?
I don't, so I'm spitballing with the assumption that everything is real until I know otherwise, more or less.
Okay,
My assumption is everything is inherently real, or at the very least symbolic, but I'm
giving
assuming...
Giddler vibes after talking to Laura. He is.
But,
I won't say about his character, but he gives those vibes. But he is dressed like a kid. Keep that in mind.
I know, which kind of leads me to my initial thought on that, still kind of...
Laura could be a ghost. Can't
Yeah,
rule out any possibilities.
I did
Can't rule out
not
any
consider
possibilities.
that, I will admit.
Laura, stop!
Can't
It's dangerous!
rule out anything.
My other thought being on that Eddie is mentally deranged and
Maria?
killed somebody and think he's a child.
Did you see
I
the
could
little
see
girl?
that.
Yeah, I tried to stop her, but she went that
I
way.
could see him
We can
having
still
some kind of a
catch her.
split personality or age regression thing and deciding to kill somebody. Just okay, where are we now? Okay,
Good
so
luck.
finally
Good
back to
luck.
where I was trying to end up at.
Next area. Good luck. Oh, God, I fucking hate this next place. You're gonna hate it too.
Lovely.
Thankfully, and well, I'd say thankfully and unfortunately at the same time, it's not the worst place in the game.
All right. That does
The
not
next place is.
bode well.
No, this place sucks. The next place is worse.
Awesome sauce. That's exactly what I was hoping for.
Hospital. Yep. You get to go
Ugh.
to Brookhaven Hospital.
Where they had all those layoffs at.
The hospital fucking blows, man. God.
That feels relevant in its own weird way. That's on the nose. Flooded. Can't really read that one. So I'm starting to think, so she died of a disease, and they were here. I don't
That's what
think
James said. James said she died of a disease 3 years ago.
However, I'm starting to wonder about the possibility of either medical malpractice or just the inability to manage proper treatment because of all the layoffs.
What do the headlines say? One of them said about the apartments flooding, and we could not read the other one.
Yeah, there was one earlier about mass layoffs at the hospital. So I'm really strongly convinced that has some kind of a tie-in here.
How are you liking the game so far?
I like it. It's mechanically interesting at times, to say the least. There's certain-
Lore-wise, how are you liking the game?
I'm invested. I'll put it that way. I am very intrigued to see what theories are right or wrong.
That's it. That's it, man. Yeah. That's the pool of this game.
I wonder, and this is going to be a stretch,
Mm-hmm.
if Maria was a nurse.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, not just because of the reference, obviously, with the
I'm
nurse
trying
outfit.
to gauge. So, like, I've heard a lot of theories. So, like, hearing
James,
what you have to say
look.
versus.
Okay. No, god damn it. Please don't go inside just yet.
No, you won't. She is. Laura is.
No, okay, so here's my thoughts on that. So, Laura knows that James was unfaithful in some point or another. How she knows is not obvious, unless she was
Laura
at the
knows-
hospital and James had...
No. Laura knows of Mary. Laura also knows who James is. That's all.
But
you
she
gathered.
also said that he didn't really love her anyways.
Oh, true. Yes. But she didn't explain why. She just said that. Which
Unless
could
he abandoned
incur-
her at the hospital.
could
I'm
incur-
okay. Right now, my inclination is that Laura had to have been at and/or died at the hospital.
Okay.
I know it's reaching, and I'm not really putting too much investment in the theory.
You know what kind of hospital this is.
I don't, but considering the nature of the game, I'm inclined towards psychological. I'm
Okay.
including towards this was a ward. And being as
That's
it's the
not okay.
90s, that's, considering when the writing for this game would have been done, late 80s probably, or at least the concept, that's
So
pretty
the
plausible.
writing for this game was in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
So
but it
most
takes
people,
place-
so the writers would have been like, well, no, it was done in Japan, so they still would have had wards by that point. America had already closed theirs in the 80s, so that's in the ballpark. Okay, so that is
So
feasible.
this takes place in the late
Hey,
80s,
come on,
late
we gotta
80s,
catch
early
up to
90s.
Now,
I know. Just,
Maria seems to have a weird fixation with being comparable or compared to Mary.
Correct.
I'm not entirely certain that she's not a manifestation of James's own. Kind of with the Laura being a ghost idea, I'm not dead set on what I think about her, but I kind
Manifestation
of
of James' guilt, is that what you said?
like not exactly a literal person, but representation of a literal person. Perhaps who James cheated on Mary with.
Okay.
That
fair.
seems really plausible, and why also she would be similar in appearance to Mary.
To his wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Okay,
that
that's
said,
not bad.
the nurse outfit, I don't know if that's meant to just be on the nose, but I'm starting to wonder because, and not to be on too blunt about it, a lot of nurses moonlight and that doing that kind of thing. It's not uncommon. It's they're all of nurse history since like the 70s. And nurses make money one way or another. And she seems to have a fixation. I feel like she had to know of Mary. Down to the fact of the weird obsession with the pianist aspect. I don't know. It seems open. I'm not unconvinced she's not a nurse or at least daytime nurse, moonlight stripper. But I'm also not totally sold that she isn't just an aspect of James projecting his guilt in Silent Hill. So I could go a couple of different ways with it.
I will say, this game was made for people like you.
I'm definitely getting that. Oh my god, am I getting that?
Made for the inquisitive.
Laura knows of Mary, or knows of Mary, and she knows James. Somehow,
It's good, man. Like it's woven
okay,
pretty good.
I'm gonna be at this point.
I will glaze
Because
this game
of
until
Silent
it
Hill
comes.
is generally speaking about manifestations of guilt, projections of guilt, and typically speaking, unless you belong here, oh please God, don't tell me I'm stuck. Okay, never mind. Typically, unless you belong, you don't end up here. Being as she's a child, and I doubt she
Console
did
the
too
Silent
much.
Hill games on.
What?
They're a bit older, so they go from PS1 all the way to Xbox 360. Which
So-
I know that kind of like that switches brands, but those generations.
I mean, Dino Crisis did do. It seems like a lot of things that were on the base engine that Silent Hill, Resident Evil, etc. ran on did do a console switch for some odd reason or
they
another
did.
at some point.
They did.
And I think that's one of the big things that killed Dino Crisis, other than the third one being bad. Although I will say this, having played it, it definitely was, at least in some spiritual aspect, the predecessor to Dead Space.
Not even on the
We're wasting
PS2.
time.
They were, yeah.
Just
they
a
were. Which one was on PS2?
So if you hadn't made the Ghost
They were
remark, I
Silent
wouldn't have
Hill
thought about
3
it.
and 4.
But
didn't
I've
make
been
that. That's what
wondering
they said.
about Laura Frigate, and because the reason is, what could a child have done to end up in Silent Hill unless she was here by mistake, like some people do? But that just seems too far-fetched.
So you have
I'm-
to remember. You have to remember. At one point, this was an actual town.
It was, which means that something changed. I'm convinced right now that Laura is dead.
Also,
or a
please
projection
remember,
of James.
You literally go through dimensions. The other world, that is another dimension.
Okay, so I get that. Again, I'm pretty, at least at the moment, my headcanon, my idea, my thought, Laura is either dead or purely an aspect of projection or James' imagination. The problem with that is she sees her too. So one of these two is most likely dead, if not both of them.
Okay.
However, if unless, okay, getting into the meta, but I don't think it's going to breach into the plot. If two people were in Silent Hill for separate reasons, could they both see one person's particular projection of guilt, or is it linked to one? Is everybody's experience very individualized? Like,
Cannot explain that.
if-
You will get the answer to that.
God damn it. Okay, well, that's kind of
You will
what I
get
was
the
hoping for,
answer.
answer-wise.
You will get the answer to that.
Okay. Because, like, if we were both, you and me were both in Silent Hill, and I saw something, I've been wondering, like, would you also be able to see that manifestation or not, unless it was
You
like a
will get the
shared
answer.
experience?
You will get the answer through plot.
Okay.
Good luck with this place.
Jesus. How long have we been streaming? How long is the hospital portion?
Is that a
Depends
gun cabinet?
how much
In
of a
the hospital?
completionist you are.
Yeah, but it's empty.
We'll definitely end post-hospital,
Somehow that
assuming we don't
seems
end
worse.
prior.
I think you could do the hospital. I'll do my best to help you with it.
Well, don't give me too much. I don't want. I mean, if I
No,
get blatantly
no.
stuck, I'll welcome a little bit of
Correct.
assistance. But
I'll give you a nudge here and there.
I had a feeling we'd get a shotgun at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know when. So yeah.
Or it's hallucination from James, and Silent Hill is making it worse by making you face your fears. What's a hallucination, Laura or Maria?
Oh my God, I'm scared of strippers and guns. I really hate this flashlight. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. I also hate that there's not really a good way to zoom to read things. Anger and control. Fear.
Both. That's an interesting theory.
Find peace. Guide.
It will be revealed through plot. I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, this is definitely. Yeah, this has all the feelers of a mental
Was
hospital.
it
even if you
wifey
haven't said
also
it.
preggy? I don't remember Mary
did she
being
go?
pregnant. Am I wrong?
I don't know, but I don't want to know if I don't
think
know
she
yet.
was. I don't think so. I don't think she was. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember her being pregnant.
1920. I forgot they said this hospital opened back in 1810.
Oh yeah, this bitch is old.
I got a map. Renov, Life and Realty. Okay, let's see.
I could be wrong. No, that's
God
alright. Purely
Damn,
speculating.
this is going to.
That's only the first floor.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. So, keep in mind to this.
No, I was already when I saw
Read-
the thing about alcohol.
Read the poster.
Remember, experience poor up, died of significant weight loss.
Does that look
significant-
weird to you?
It really does. Loss of interest or pleasure, unusual activities, feeling worthless, diminished ability to carry over health care.
Why is there a comma and nothing else behind it?
I didn't even catch that till you said that. That's
Mm-hmm. On both of those lines. This game doesn't have typing issues, by the way. James is purposely blocking out those words. His psyche is doing that.
Okay, hold on. Insomnia, hyperinsomnia, which are both aspects of sleep. So what is the third thing? Poor appetite or significant
You
weight
probably
loss.
won't guess it, but
Feelings of worthlessness are guilt. Okay, that's
I believe if you go back and play this game again once you beat it, those words will actually be there.
okay. So question on this. I know there are multiple endings. Are all those endings canon? Are they very different outcomes that all are more or less interconnected, or are they very distinctive? It depends on how you tell. Like, is there certain things that are set in stone? That's more what I'm getting at.
Are these symptoms James experiencing? Yes. No. They are, whichever one you think is canon, based on how you play, but there is a general consensus.
Okay, so
as
the
to-
story, other than the some of the opening, the story is not intrinsically linear. A lot of it depends on the decision you make. Will determine what the story kind of was, more
Correct.
or less.
But based on how it goes, there's a general consensus of how people consider it to be canon. Like, the fan base kind of considers it, okay, hey, this is how it went, this is how it finished.
Okay, so that's kind of what I was looking for
And
there.
the writer was like, I agree with that.
Whoa, not okay.
Yeah.
That was-
The writer pretty much, well, the writers were like, all right, we agree with that. That's pretty canon. I hope you get it. I hope you get the canon ending.
Is there one like definitive, more or less true, most accepted ending? Or
Looks like there's a
Yes,
key in
yes.
okay,
Yeah.
that's
Save spot.
look
Yes, there
around.
is.
Might be
Gonna
written down
save.
somewhere.
Yes, that there is one where it's like, okay, this one makes the most sense based on what happens. But the thing about this game is you can judge so people are gonna be kind of on the fence about how they feel about characters. So based on what happens, you can kind of judge, okay, I accept that this is what happened to this character, and this and that, based on certain things.
so.
There's
I know
7
the
nurses in training.
I know, and I know they're faceless, or like know there's a reason. There's like some kind of a meta lore reason for why they appear faceless.
But that also tells you there's only 7 nurses in here that you have to fight.
Okay, I'm going to assume, I guess, especially going by like some of the earlier stuff and themes of lust and everything in particular, Dr. Hughes and Dr. Nixon in the garden, that they are, it's kind of on the nose here, but they are faceless because they are basically meant to be literally viewed as sex objects turned wrong or something to that effect.
That is correct.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Someone's loosely described fetish, turned horror. Nothing. Okay, so it's nice to know that at least some of the things I'm kind of somewhat on the nose with.
That's true. I don't know how deep that goes, but like they're not the only thing that's turned into that. The mannequins are too.
Okay, so that's gonna be locked. But it's about to say everything so far hasn't had a face. The only thing that would have had a face was Pyramid Head, who wears a mask.
Yeah, and you
So
will
I'm
never
going
see
to
it.
assume. Okay,
Oh,
and
hold on, I won't go that way. Actually,
go this
go
way.
through.
I think I have to go this way.
No, you
Everything's
you're missing.
locked.
No, go back. You're missing a paper, I think. A paper should tell you the code or give you a hint on how to get the code.
Well, yeah, there's 3 patients, something like that. Ooh, I did miss that. Okay.
There it is.
You can discuss they are returned to the locker. Then all staff required to memorize the padlock combination are not to disclose to anyone but authorized personnel. In any case of problems, report to the head nurse in examination room 3.
Flip it. Okay, yeah. So now you gotta go there. There you go.
I missed a couple of things right here. Is there anything over here? I got that. Where's exam room 3? So yeah, so I gotta go that way regardless.
Yep. I just needed you to get that so you had some sort of an idea.
Insight. So I'm gonna assume and again, we're spitballing on the side, because I love psychology, even though I'll admit some of it goes over my head, and I think a lot of it is really subjective. Although, unironically, that was the part I loved and hated most about Neon Genesis Evangelion, was the ending of, like, the show itself and not the movies. Like, yeah, we're really just trying... Is that everything in this game so far, other than the actual NPCs interact with, have been faceless. And then essentially, don't let alcohol shatter your life. That the fears don't... That they're everything is representative of some kind of fear. So I'm going to assume that... I'm going to assume...
Yes, that is the demon with two ways sewn together. That is the mannequin. It's to represent lust.
Okay,
general.
so I'm going to assume the things at the beginning that throw up an attack
there's
represent violent, alcoholic anger. And that's why the puking
Correct.
thing is... And so obviously the leg things represent lust. That's more or less semi on the nose, although not super obvious. But everything is without a face. So I'm going to assume that is reference to, like, basically the blindness of fear. Like, basically all these fears, these inner demons, they don't have a face, they don't have a specific target. They're just innate parts of personality and psyche. There are things we have to battle as being humans.
Correct. But
Although,
in that same breath, all of this is up to interpretation.
and I get
Some
that,
of it,
but here's where I'm stuck on. The most obvious thing is that Pyramid Head has a face somewhere in that mask. He almost by proxy has to.
how do you know that?
I don't, but I'm spitballing here. He's the only thing wearing a mask so far.
Okay.
So why
How do you
would...
know it's not a cage?
It might be a cage. I mean, it could be any number of things, but he's the only one wearing a mask. And I have to feel like he represents the most true self. He's the fears, he's the demons, he's the things we lied to ourselves about.
He is only... So, he's only in one game. So, he's only meant for one person.
I get that. So, being as James seems to be... I have a feeling that represents some kind of fear, some kind of demon that James is lying to himself about. It's the only one with a mask. It's the only one that he can't see what it is for what it really
There
is.
you go. Yes, I agree with that completely. What is he, though? What does he represent?
Well, he's inherently deadly, inherently violent. Which I could take that a lot of different ways. Fuck, I mean, you could really spitball that a few different ways. Guilt itself...
You're done with this part, right?
I think it's got to be... I know Silent Hill over and over again. Oh, okay, that was...
There.
The biggest thing about it, its core...
Laura, wait!
Other than inner demons and, different things that
It's okay.
people face,
We don't want to hurt
is
you.
inherently guilt. But obviously
Pyramid Head
he's...
does represent James, yes, but
And-
it represents a part of him.
And I get that. No, I'm...
No,
Why would
I'm
you-
Okay,
reading
so
your chat.
she drew the
I
bunnies.
think she likes me very much.
So that's interesting. So
She drew you as the big bad wolf. Hold on, don't go down yet.
no, I'm not saying that. Because no, there's two other pictures back in the apartments with bunnies, with
Yeah.
two different bunnies.
Yes. Yes.
So if I'm the big bad, so she knew Mary. She most definitively knew Mary because.
Don't go down there yet. Go back to the main office.
No, that's what I'm fixing to do. I was more so taking a look.
Okay, fair enough.
Laura's Mary's little sister.
Interesting. Okay.
Laura's Mary's little sister, and in the process of that, I took her away from. I took Mary away
I
from
believe
her.
it's nurses,
Are you
doctors,
looking
trees.
for something in these
I know. I'm
photos?
just gonna count nurses, doctors, and then trees. I think that's
No, turn around. There you go.
4. So 724. She hates him for some reason. She definitely thinks he doesn't love her.
Second floor?
I've never seen a lock do that.
I'll be honest, I
Close.
would probably be really, really shook up if a lock disappeared in front of me after I
Yeah.
solved it. I would be, I don't care what the fuck was on the agenda today.
This feels
I would,
Shook up.
empty. More than the other places.
what are you doing? What's wrong? Just open the door. I'm like, dog,
The
I'm
lock
honestly
just,
kind of afraid to right
disintegrated.
now.
The lock just disintegrated, man. It's not happening.
I'm like, dog, I don't know what to tell you, man. Open the door. I don't want to now. I'll be honest, I don't trust this now. So, the thing that's made me stuck on him is like, so he represents guilt, and that's obvious because even people who don't play Resident Evil know that he's some kind of an aspect, a representation of guilt. So the thing is, why is he unique to this game? Why is he unique to James? And again, I'm
What
still
did
coming.
James-
I still.
What part of like why does he represent that?
So
Is the burning question.
he carries around a big knife, and he wears a mask, or a cage, or something. He wears something that blocks off a visage of what he looks
That-
like.
The mask doesn't look.
Whoa, okay, she started.
The mask doesn't look comfortable by any means. It doesn't
No.
look like he willingly wears that. He also obeys commands. Anytime that there's a siren, he obeys commands.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet.
When you were fighting him, as soon as the siren sounded, he stopped fighting.
Oh, okay. I thought like it was some kind of an enemy type, and I was like.
No. He obeys commands.
But he also was fucking a dead nurse at the beginning of the game when we first encountered him.
I don't think he was fucking her. I don't know.
Or violating it, hurting it.
I don't know
Trying
what
to
he was
blind
doing,
me, James?
honestly. But basically, also another thing about Pyramid Head. Actually, I won't say that. You'll figure that out real soon.
Pyramid's head's tied to that nurse has my tied to her. I'm dead certain of that.
Is he because he's representing the masculinity of James? No.
No, that almost seems like a forced idea. Although interesting. Okay, so we saw the nurse in the stripper area, which definitely ties to her directly. We saw Pyramid Head, who wears. So Pyramid Head has to be the physical manifestation of, in some way, how James sees himself. I think. I don't know. I'm really spitballing that.
You're in the area of something.
Okay, because when you first encounter him and you shoot him through a closet, he doesn't do anything. But then you see in the other world, he killed James in the other world. Very evidently killed James in the other world.
That he did. James has died multiple times. The body you found where Maria was like, "Oh my God, what happened to him?" That was James. James wrote a note saying, "I can't leave here," or I don't remember.
I can't leave. James killed himself.
So one thing about this town is it's an endless loop, unless you figure your shit out.
James has been killing himself. Oh my God! It's the Drifter in Duviri. He's been killing.
But you also forget when you do it. So like you just kind of restart.
Pyramid Head.
Or is it the violent side of James? Interesting theory.
I was like almost wondering if like this. Okay, so he got drunk at some point or another. He was an alcoholic. I'm going to assume he got drunk and slept with whatever she represents. Maybe her, literally, maybe not. I don't think so. But because of the nurse outfit in the strip club and the interaction with Pyramid Head and the nurse at the beginning, that doesn't feel off the. He wields a knife and hides his face. I feel like, whether the infidelity was drunk or not, James hurt or killed someone while drinking. And I feel like Pyramid Head represents the embodiment of... Pyramid Head has to be the representative. He's not just guilt itself, because that'd be too easy, because then Pyramid Head would be in every game. Pyramid Head has to represent guilt for something specific.
Correct. I won't tell you what it is.
I feel like he got drunk and murdered somebody. I feel like he got drunk and murdered her, or some representation of her. Which is why he wears the mask, because he can't see himself, because he doesn't remember it.
Who knows?
Then he stabbed someone to death when he was drunk. He's blinding himself to something he did, and that's my theory for now. That's where I'm sticking with. He cheated. He killed the bitch. He was drunk.
Okay.
I mean, it's a big ass reach, but oh my God, Pyramid Head not be. If you had not said he hadn't been in any other game, I wouldn't have thought this hard on it.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that.
No, because now I
I
have to feel like
I had to correct you.
Pyramid Head has to be the manifestation of James's greatest sin, the thing he's the guild most guilty of, and he did cheat, and that's the okay. Maybe Pyramid Head wasn't violating a nurse corpse early in the game. It definitely gives that impression.
It does, but it's not what he was doing.
Either way, but no, I feel like Pyramid Head James had to have killed. James killed the woman he was sleeping with because Mary would have found out.
Okay.
Somewhere in all this, Laura knows something. I'm not quite sure what, but she has a connection to Mary for sure, and maybe the victim. I don't know. James blocks us out. Mary was in a mental hospital when she died of a disease, so I think maybe she found out. I don't know. James seems to have no... I feel like James has PTSD and he's blocking out murdering a woman that he slept with because Mary was going to find out.
Maybe.
Because
that is an interesting theory. I give you that.
You could have a lot of
an
weapons,
interesting
but he
theory.
specifically has a knife and he specifically covers his face, and he's the only thing so far that I feel like definitively would have a face.
That
It
is an
seems
interesting theory.
evidentially to have a face of some kind. Or something underneath a mask. Something James has to conceal.
No, but you don't know.
I don't know. Granted, I don't know, but James has to conceal it for some reason. And so, because it's concealed to himself, it's concealed in the manifestation of Pyramid Head.
Generator.
Somewhere or another, James is either blocking something out,
Elevator running again.
or blatantly has just no memory of. James has evidently killed himself numerous
They're
times.
coming.
What's coming?
Even the voice acting is just great in this game.
I wish dude could jog at more than 0.5 miles an hour.
Well, also,
Yo! Oh, shit.
please keep in mind, James is not like Leon. James is a normal fucking dude. Like, he's an actor.
I get that. Like, no, that part's not lost on me. But all the
I mean,
drinking.
like, the dude doesn't know how to swing a weapon. He doesn't know how to shoot a gun. He doesn't do much cardio. He's just a normal dude.
Whoa. So I am not unconvinced at the moment that James is not in fact literally in limbo and is currently very physically
He is
dead.
kind of. He is kind of in limbo, but he's not dead.
But I think that, okay, that feels like why you could partly go into the other world, but not exactly, because he's not quite. So obviously all his demons, all his
Silent
sins.
Hill is limbo. It
What?
is purgatory. You are weighing yourself.
Okay, which is why all his sins have to lash out at him, which, you know, all that makes sense.
There's more of them.
Silent Hill is basically on Earth purgatory. You are weighing yourself, and you are making peace and absolving and acknowledging your sins and being at peace with your demons. But no
So
one wants to
here's
face
a
it.
question, and
Because
it
the
might get
absolute
referenced to the
worst
game, and if so, so be it.
So-
But if it doesn't, then I'm kind of
If
curious.
it does, I just won't say shit.
All right, so let's see. Running low, bleach, white laundry detergent, starch, white sheets. The amount of bleach used is getting ridiculous, and the sheets are not getting whiter. Oh, that feels really on the nose. I
What was your
won't ask. No, hold up. I really feel like that was very, very telling just now. That note.
Most things are here for plot.
I
by the
get
way.
that.
What was your-
Let me
Yeah, there's also-
settle something in my own mind for a second so I can. But no, it feels. So obviously something horrible happened here. So I'm starting to be inclined to think someone was
Horrible happened where? At the hospital?
at the hospital. Either people were being
Something horrible happened everywhere in this town.
No, I get that, but it's starting to make me curious about
James?
people were. Oh God.
Go on.
Okay, all the faceless nerves that represent lust, stuff like that. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark.
Okay,
that-
so those don't have anything to do with the hospital. Those are James.
More represent. Okay, so,
Yes.
but the hospital itself, people were either murdered here or other arguably worse things.
Okay, so the things that happened in this town, have to do Silent Hill, but not the current Silent Hill. They were
Okay, so that's more of a
precursors.
lore building than a plot building thing. Okay, that.
Yes. There's a lot of lore building.
Oh, okay, empty fuel can. Yeah.
So basically, not that way.
No,
like-
I was just yeah, I wasn't sure if like I was supposed to
No,
siphon gas out of something. And
You do.
I have a lot of ammunition.
So basically, the things that happen in this town, there's a lot of lore building. The occult shit, the town was going crazy, people were dying, a lot happened. And then the occult shit mixed with the fog, the coals burning under the town, made it into what it is now. You didn't go to storage yet. You didn't hop
Didn't
the...
I?
No.
I thought I'd literally.
Nope.
Okay.
So yeah, anything bad that's happened in this town doesn't have to do with James.
Hey,
Okay, that's.
where are you going?
I'm glad to know that. That is.
Don't
It's
worry.
just lore building.
I'll be right back.
Where the heck's the concrete down there?
Yeah. So,
So-
like any newspaper clippings you read about shit happening, lore. Great lore building.
So. I'm firmly convinced James murdered somebody as of the moment. Was someone else siphoning gas here? That's... I don't want to read too much into that because that just seems kind of... I don't know, just seems all too convenient. Okay, so the hospital's gone renovations since its initial building.
Mm-hmm. You may want to heal.
No, I was already kind of with you there. I'm just trying not to use my health items too much. And
You got a good bit. I had like 3 or 4 at this point.
yeah, I'm also trying to avoid using my ammo, but at this point I feel like I probably need to be relying on my gun a little bit more.
God damn, yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Well, you said resources were limited, so I had to never use them.
Those things.
Yeah, I didn't think you could actually like never use it.
She also seems really, really comfortable here, and that's been bothering me, but I'm not entirely sure if that's just me reading into that or not. The tear between of what to read into and what not to read into
Look
is...
down and to your right. After you deal with that. Okay. Look right by that locker on the ground. Never mind. I thought I said something. Apologies. Alright, now you just gotta make your way back to the generator.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, facing...
You also gotta find a way in there. Which, is that... Nah. I'm tripping. Sorry.
Okay, no, oh, my question. So, if there's obviously a gateway into hell, and this is supposed to be some manifestation of limbo upon Earth, is there a gateway to obviously not hell? I mean, heaven seems like a reach, but I mean something better.
Like,
Let's check out that elevator.
yeah, that's a convoluted answer.
I figured as much, but
So, when they were summoning Metatron, they were trying to make a paradise. They also tried doing it in number 3. 1 and 3 are one and 3 coincide. Number 2 is
Is
its
it
own
over?
thing. During the time of the cult doing shit, they were trying to make heaven.
alright, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, answering a message.
No, you're good. I might get some food soon. Honestly,
No, that's
man.
exactly my roommate's asking me. How
I'm-
long do you
I'm
think until the stew's
fucking-
ready? I'm like, I mean, I'm
fucking
not looking at it
starving.
right now, but I don't. Where's the nearest save point? We might
No, that's fair.
do get Finn to do the hospital next time because I feel like this is going to be a very long-winded period, and kind of hungry. Which way is? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I have so much trouble orienting myself to these fucking map. It feels. Did it? Wasn't it daylight outside when we got here? Was there not light outside?
Yes, there was.
Is that a plot point or is it just an actual lapse of time?
I will not speak on it.
Gosh darn you.
I'm giving away as little as possible while
I get that. No, I respect and appreciate
keeping.
that.
Yeah, dude.
It bothers me the things I don't know.
Mm,
Alright, I think with that we
So-
will end the stream.
I will tell you though. I will tell you.
Yeah.
Right after the hospital, this shit kicks into maximum fucking overdrive. Like shit just gets insane. Like there's like no breathing points. So I'm
Lovely.
gonna let you know that this is probably the most breathing room you'll have right now for a while. Until you get towards the end, then there's a little more breathing because you're realizing what's happened and like what's going on. But for the most part, like it's just gonna like keep hitting you back to back with shit once the hospital's over with. So that's your
Lovely.
warning. That's your
Alright.
warning.
Alright, fair enough.
They're asking, when are you streaming next time?
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Right now my schedule is kind of weird, so it's because I work at 5 Wednesday through Saturday, so maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, probably not till Sunday.
All right.
So in the meantime, au revoir, everyone, and eat some food if you haven't.
God, I'm about to fucking starving.